Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 316 of the Level Up program and day number 26 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is all about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of play. Before we get started here, I want to give thoughts and prayers and a speedy recovery to the city of Baltimore with the tragic ship/bridge incident. So thoughts and prayers go out to everyone. Hopefully everybody can get through this and we can get back to a normal way of life in that area. So again, thoughts and prayers. On the YouTube side of things, we got Kevin Smith, Kevin the Carpenter checking in #1. We got John Barlow and Navaldo, Randy Hill, Uncle Hoku, SJ, and George from CY. Good morning to all. On the Kick.com side of things, we got Jeff and Andy, as well as Seth Julie checking in. Good morning to you as well. If you look at the screen here, I'm still accepting player chips for the table build. I need somewhere around that 10, 11, 9 mark. I won't know for a few days here until they start arriving again in the mail. The other day I got like 4 or 5 of them all at once, and then again there's a break here. I am going to be starting the table build on Friday of this week, so today is Wednesday, so in 2 more days I'll be starting the project. And I would like to hopefully have those chips here as soon as possible so I can include them. And the chips will be probably in the first part of the build here. And you guys will see that once the videos come out. So let's get started. We're going to start off with a $15 pass line bet. We have a $1,756 $66 bankroll. And our goal is to make about $170 today. So let's see if we can do that. We're going to call this all bets set. 8 people on Crapsee. We've got 11 people watching on YouTube and 3 people over on the Kick.com side of things. We're going to stick again with that 3-2-3-6 dice set. And let's go all bets set. We're going to really concentrate on mechanics, landing zone, energy levels. Yeah, we got a 5-4 hard 9, the Big Daddy Mac to start the day off, and that's a number that we did not get much of yesterday. In fact, we did not throw a single 5-4 yesterday, but that is a single pitch of the dice. It's a single pitch towards us and a double pitch on the other, so ultimately a single pitch of the dice, which is a safe result with the cousin 1 set. We're going to start off our betting now with 110 inside bet level. And that's going to be $25 on the 5, $30 on the 6 and 8. Let's pick up $15 in pass line odds so that way we have actually $115 out there. If we hit any of the inside numbers, we're going to pick up the 4 and 10 for $15 a piece. And then we'll take 1 hit there, and then we'll come down to $60 on the outside and start trend betting upwards from there. So 11 people on Crapsee. Let's go all bets set. We got Roger checking in. Good morning. And dice out. 3-2-3-6. And we have a 2-1-3. That's the Ace Deuce Alfredo sauce, another number we've not thrown much of lately. So this is going to be the unusual number day probably. We'll see how it goes. Again, our goal is to get consistency here. We don't have a Crapsee code anymore, George. If you go to the live tab in Crapsee, my table is, I think, the first table. And I do have unlimited rebuy set up here, so hopefully that does work for everybody today. I did get our Chuck did look into it. I'm not sure what the results were regarding that. The only time we have a table code is if you have a group table. And again, I just use that live tab, so I will not have a table code at all. So hopefully that helps. And let's go all bets set. Again, looking for an inside number. That last one was the 2 on the left, 1 on the right. So that was a single pitch towards us on the right die. And that was a single pitch away, so that was a double pitch of the dice. So got to be careful with that. That is a warning sign, actually. Dice out. Slightly short on that landing zone. The dice did cross on us, and we have a mid-mo-yo. That is Chiro coming to us from above. So the field numbers are coming out strong to begin off, to start off the day here. And again, that is a single pitch towards us on that left die, a single pitch away in the right die, another double pitch, another warning sign. So we got to figure this out here. We'll check landing position. We'll check the finger positioning here to make sure everything's decent. Good morning, Coach Joe. 14 people on Crapsee. We're up to 16 people on YouTube with 8 likes. So I do appreciate the support that you guys do give here. So let's call this all bets set. Good morning, Frida. And dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. That is a primary on the bottom side of the dice. So we have a safe result now. And again, when we're doing the sets and looking for results, I'm looking for a 3 or 4 on top. And that one we had 2 4s on top. But so far we've not had that consistency that we're looking for. It's only 2 out of 4 rolls we hit where we had either a 3 or a 4 on top. So, but that was our second hit that we're looking for. So now we're going to pick up that 4 and 10 for $15 a piece. Those are place bets. And I do have the broadcast going on Crapsee. If you guys do want to watch me talking, something that you don't see on the YouTube or the kick.com side of things, but it is just me and me leaning over a table and talking. You can't really see much of the table on the Crapsee side of things. So let's call this all bet set. Looking for 1 box hit here so we can come down to that 60 outside level, and then we'll be out of the shooter and working on our profit. Dice out. Slightly long and a little bit high energy. We have another ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Again, if you are new to the program here, I do announce that left die first, the right die second. And I am tracking that left die from the time it leaves my hand till the time it comes to a rest on the table. So that way I can hopefully analyze what is happening with the dice. Now, those did hit the back wall and they took off both to the left. So that means my hand was slightly crooked when I released the dice. That was an implosion on that left die. That was a explosion on the right die. So even though they went to the left, they actually drifted right as far as the results go. So that's kind of unusual analyzing of that dice, but it is what it is. So let's go all bet set here. 18 people on Crapsee, 19 people on YouTube. Dice out. And we have a 2, 3, 5, the Justice 5. So what am I doing differently today when I'm throwing a dice than I haven't done the last few sessions? What I'm doing differently is I'm trying to focus on that landing zone. One of the problems that I have is that when I'm doing this, and I'll try to show you in the camera view here, if you watch my fingers, just think of my fingers as my eyes, and my eyes are like twitching back and forth. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hold on so I can fix that spot at the end of the table and hopefully land a dice. And so far, but over half the throws have been pretty consistent with the landing zone, so that is a good thing. So we're going to pull our bets down. We're going to go to 60 in the outside. And that is going to be $15 on a 4, 5, and 10. We have a $15 pass line bet, so we have $60 on the table, $70 brought back to the rack, so we're in profit, $10 on the shooter. And now this is where we start trend betting upwards. We're going to try to first bring it up to the quarter level, the 5-unit level, and if we hit that 5-unit level again, we'll probably pick up the 6 and 8, and we'll drop $1 to get to that point. So we got Lazy Dog checking in on YouTube. Good morning. And we'll call this all bet set here. Dice out. That was a single pitch on the left die away from us and a primary on the right side. So that is a safe result for the cousin one set. Dice out. Ooh, slightly long on that one. We got lucky, and we got the 3-1-4, the Big Joe from Crapsee Journey. So 3-1-4, and that is a hit on the outside. So we're going to be able to press that 4 up to $25. And we're just going to trend bet the number that we're hitting for now. Again, now that we're at the 5-unit level on the 4, if we hit the 4 again, we'll pick up that 6 and 8 for sure, because that will be a profit. Instead of having to drop $1 in, we'd actually get money back to the rack. Plus, we'd be able to go up on our bets. Primary on the left side, that was a single pitch towards us on the right die. So that is a safe result. Cousin one set. Sticking with the 3-2, 3-6. And we got all bets set here. Dice out. Ooh, high energy, high energy. We got Magic Aces 112, and that was mechanics were there except for the energy level. They did split apart a little bit, so we're not going to analyze that one too much, but we'll take the 112. If you're playing at ATS, that is one of the bookends, and they're saying get the hard shit out of the way. So we'll see. But we'll stick with the 3-2, 3-6. Again, that is not a repeatable shot right there. And you know, when we're analyzing the dice, we're looking for repeatability. We're looking for consistency. So good morning, Michael. He says the field is trending early, and that it is. And that it is, my friend. So we'll call that all bet set. That last one was no help for us. $97 brought back to the rack, 70 on the table. Dice out. And again, they rotate to the left there, but we have a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. That is the 6. And we don't have anything on that 6, so that is no help. But if you guys look at that screen, we lit up half of it green, and that is the small in only 9 rolls. So we got the small. It's the first time we've done that for a while now. Good morning, Durso. And Durso says only you can support free live craps. Hit the like button. He goes. 3-2, that was an implosion on that left die. That was an explosion on the right, implosion on the right die. So it was a double implosion of the dice. Safe results. But again, I don't like the mechanics of that one, the way they took off to the left there. But we'll accept that small. Good morning, Brian Flegel, checking in on YouTube. And we're going to call that all bet set. Let's see if we can hit that tall now. All we need is that 10 and 12. I'll accept the 10. If I get a 12, that would be not a normal roll. Face out. Again, they went off to the left side. Darn it. So we got 3-2-5, Justice 5 again. So that is a repeat dice result. Again, we're going to have to check the squareness, if you will, of my wrist or my hand when I'm releasing the dice, because we're consistently getting them to roll to the left. And we're hitting that flat part of the back wall, at least I think I am. We're going to go to $25 on that 5. That's $118 brought back to the rack. We got $80 on the table. And we got 2 people watching on Crapsee right now. If you are watching and you're not a member of the channel here, make sure you check out the YouTube channel and make sure you give me a like and subscribe if you would. That would be very much appreciated, and only if you enjoy this content that we're putting out. So one of the things that I do to see if my wrists are square when I release the dice is I'll set the dice and I'll come up and I'll hold them, and we'll see if you can't see it in the camera there. I'll hold them at my top position. You can just barely see that. And I'm trying to make sure that they're parallel to the table when I release. So I'm just gonna do it really quick. So it's kind of off camera here. I'll just eyeball it so I can put a memory of where my hand should be, my wrist, my shoulders, all that stuff going forward when we're doing that. So we had the 5 in the last one with the $25 on that 5. Let's go all bets set here. 18 people on Crapsee, 24 people watching, 11 likes, and dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. And there we go. We got a 6, 4, 10. That is Waylon's best friend weighing it in. Daddy Joe. So that one was a little bit lower of an arc of a throw, and they hit the back wall hard or fast, but they came off soft. So that was kind of an interesting thing. So Durso says he would love to see a close-up view of the consistently hitting the flat part of the back wall. So what we're looking for is, if I'm following this line right down here, my flat wall starts right here. So if you guys can imagine the dice landing within that diamond, that would be my landing zone area. And I don't know if you could see, I'm sure you guys could see that on the camera here, but we got a 10, so we're going to go to $25 on that 10. That's $145 brought back to the rack, $90 on the table. We're at $19.11 if I pulled everything off the table. So we're getting close to our daily go. Again, we're going to go with a 3, 2, 3, 6. And what do we have the last time? We had a 6, 4. So that was an explosion of the left die, and that was a double pitch of the right die. So we got to be careful again with that double pitch. Good morning, Mike. 85 Bears checking in, and we got all bets set here. Dice out. So let's see if we can hit a 4-10. That way we'll get the goal on this first shooter. Daily goal, that is. And that one was a little bit short of my landing zone. My landing zone's right about in here. That was a little bit back here. We got a 369 center field 9. And that was the point. So we did not have any pass line odds on that, and that brings us to 1926 if I on our total bankroll if I took everything off the table. So we're actually $4 short of goal. So we're going to keep everything the same way. We have $15 on that pass line, but we're still looking for that midnight for the ATS, and we hit that midnight. That'll be a payout for whoever's playing that, obviously. And that last one was a 3-6, so we had a 3 showing, which is good, and we're starting to see a lot more 3s or 4s showing on our results, which are good things. So as a primary on that left, it's a single pitch away from us on the right side. So we're going $15 pass line bet. It will go all bets set here. Dice out. Ooh, I went a little bit left on that one. We have a 5, 1-4 trucking camper. So the point will be 5 now. So 1, 4, 5. And we have $25 on that 5, so let's pull that over to the 9. Make that a place bet, and let's just keep it at that. So point is 5, $160 brought back, $90 on the table, $90. And that was an explosion of that left die. That was a single pitch towards us on the right die. And let's call it all bets set. Stick it with the cousin one, 3, 2, 3, 6, dice set. And we got 3, 6, 9, center field 9. So that is perfect because that brings us to goal for the day. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull our bets down and we'll see what we got in reserve as fun money here. So that was $35 win on that roll right there. And this is the blue collar craps way of playing. You get to go, pull your money down, and you go from there. So our goal was to get up to 1930 for the day. We have 1961 minus the 15 on our pass line. So we have 1946. That gives us $15 extra to play with. Let's do this one. Since we're hitting field numbers kind of for the most part, except for a few 5s sprinkled in there. Let's do a $15 field bet and see if we can start building that up. So we got $15 on the pass line, we got $15 on the field bet, and let's go from there. So that way, if we do lose the money, we still are at our goal by over $1 over. And the last one was a 3, 6. That was a single pitch on the right side. That was a primary on the left side. That is a safe result. George is asking if I entered in another 415 in Crapsee. I don't know if I needed to. I think what I have up there is accurate. We had a 5 on the last, or 9 on the last throw. Then we had a 5 before that. Then we had a 9 before that. 10, 5, 6, 2, 4. So my Crapsee on my side of things is the same as what the KPI roll tracker is. So I think it should be accurate. So let's go all bets set. 21 people on Crapsee. We got 17 people on YouTube. So if you're in Crapsee, make sure you check out the YouTube channel, please. Again, that would be greatly appreciated so we can support the channel. Dice out. Dice split apart a little bit when you left my fingers, and we got a 1, 6, 7. So the dice did come to an end here, and that was perfect because we did pull our bets down in time. We made goal. So this is the time that I would end the session or I would walk out of the casino. So we're just going to keep on rolling now for everybody, and just for practice purposes, I'm not going to do any more betting since I did make goal today. Good morning, Waylon checking in on YouTube, and we got Lazy Dog checking in on Kick as well. So we got 5 people watching on Kick right now. That is awesome. Make sure you say hi in the chat if you are following along here. So that last one was a warning sign, obviously. That was a implosion of the left eye. It was a single pitch away on the right side, so we're going to keep an eye on that. If we do another warning side, we'll switch over to that cousin 2 set. So I'm not going to do any betting here. Everybody, this will be for you guys now from now on out for the rest of the show. We had a good roll for the first roll, 15 shots long. So dice out. 3, 2, 3, 6. A little bit long on that landing zone. We have an ace deuce for a come out. Pass line loser. But you get paid out on the DP if you do have the dark side bet. So when I was in Milwaukee the other day, there was a guy that was on the opposite end of the table. Durso asked if I have a win-loss ratio. If you're talking about a profit goal on the channel here, when I'm doing the rollouts, 10% is my profit goal. But I'm going to be covering a little bit more of that in future edited videos when they come out, when I'm talking about the blue collar craps way of playing, if you will. I put out an introduction video probably about 2 weeks ago, and I'm still going to be filming probably about 20 to 25 videos just on the blue collar craps way of playing. And those again will not be my live streams; those will actually be edited videos. So hopefully that'll explain how the system works, what my process of thought is, and again, we're trying to improve the system as we go. And I've been doing a lot of casino time as well to make sure that this works not only just on the table here, but also in the casino. So we'll hopefully be able to share that in a very near future for everybody. So all bets set here. Looking for a new point. We're on shooter number 2 yet. Days out. We veered a little bit left on our landing zone. We have a 4-3-7 on the come out. So there's a pass line winner natural. That was a 4-3, not a 4-4. That dice just rolled. So that is a double pitch of the dice. How many winning sessions versus losing sessions? I don't have those statistics. I kind of go, like right now I'm in the process of trying to build my bankroll in my personal life, and it has been slowly increasing. In fact, of the last 5 times I've gone to the casino, I have played blue collar craps there, and I've won 4 out of those 5 sessions. So I'm in the positive as far as my money intake. Now on camera here, I don't have a win or a losing versus losing session record here. I'm not really sure what that would be. So we got 20 people on Crapsee. Let's go all bets set here. And they saw 3-2, 3-6. And we're still looking for a point on shooter number 2. They saw. And we have a 4-2-6. That is a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So that'll be our new point, 4-2-6. And that is a double pitch on that left die. That is a single, or an explosion on the right die. So that is a safe result. Again, I don't like seeing that double pitch on the dice as much as we are, but we still did have a 4 showing, so I guess that is one good sign, because I are looking for a 3 or 4 on top when the dice do come to a rest. Yeah, my practice sessions, I don't have an actual winning session versus losing session at all. But at the end here, I'll show you what my black belt statistics are. And that will be, I'll show you guys we'll do it really quick here. These are my black belt dice rolls. So these are all the dice rolls that I have on black belt. So the last 961 throws, and that's through the end of yesterday. So that, again, we'll cover that at the end of the show here when we look at that. So Crapsee results is a 4-3. I did throw a 4-3, and then I had a 4-2 after that, George. So I threw a ace deuce, then I threw a 4-3, and then I threw a 4-2. So Crapsee should be correct. Let's go all bets set here and dice out. I don't know what. Yeah, my side shows a 4-2 as the last dice result. So I don't know what to say, my friend. Dice out. Slightly short in the landing zone. The dice did cross on me, but we have a 4-5 hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. I wonder if you're having problems, George, with the Crapsee, if you jump out quick Yeah, if you jump out quick and then get back in, hopefully that'll all solve itself. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So that was a 4-5, a double pitch on the left side. That was a implosion on the right side. Again, I'm not doing any betting. We're just doing rolling here for everybody and for my practice purposes. We did make our goal on the first shooter. We are currently at a 9.5 SOR for the day so far, so that is neat. And we'll call this all bets set here. Dice out. And we got 3-5-8. That would be the Great 8. Leon from Great Craps. That's a primary on that left side. That's an implosion on the right side. That is a safe result for the cousin one set. 3-2-3-6. Have a good day at work, George. I'm just getting done with my day. As soon as I get done with the show here, I will be taking a shower and going to bed. It was a busy, dirty night last night at work. Good morning, Biff, checking in on YouTube. The Lazy Dog was all in. So we got 21 people playing at Crapsee, 21 people watching on YouTube, 12 likes. Slightly right on that landing zone. We have another 4-2-6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4, so that is our point. So we'll be looking for a new point here. This would have been another nice shooter here to be betting on, but we made goals, so we got to be disciplined and make sure that we don't spend our money unjustly, so we pocket that money and get off the table. But anyway, we're going to be looking for a new point here, so we'll be coming out again. So far on this shooter, we've thrown either a 6, 8, or 9. And let's go bet set, dice out. And we got another 2-4-6. We're back on that 6. So that is definitely seen consistent results here as far as the dice rolling in that. So that part I do like. That was a single pitch away on the left die, double pitch on the right die. And we're consistently seeing on 3s or 4s on top as well. So in fact, 2, 4, 6 out of the last 8 rolls either had a 3 or 4 on top. So that's a good sign as well. And just a quick go through, guys, what I'm looking for with those dice results. Oops, wrong screen. No, that is the right screen there. We have the mid-level rhythm rolling simplified. That's what I'm looking for, is deviations of my throw, posture, grip, release, landing zone, energy levels. Is a 3 or 4 on top if I'm using that 3V dice set? And do I have a warning result, and is it repeatable? So those are the 4 questions I'm asking myself every time that I'm throwing the dice here. And take a screenshot of that so that way you guys can have that for future reference if you want. So, oops, wrong screen again, darn it. Pushing the wrong buttons on my keyboard at the end of the table. So 3-2-3-6, dice out.